Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Delta Whiskey.
K0 KDW, this is KD8SLG. I'm a few minutes out, still on another net here. Talk to you in a minute. KD8SLG.
W8WKY.
Sounds good. Mainly just throwing on my call to make sure the repeaters are connected. K0 KDW standing by.
Hey Brad, sounds like you got a swarm of bees with you in there tonight. Just saying, you got a little hum with you, man. KD8SLG.
Yeah, about the norm it seems. Nothing's changed, so I don't know what it is. Oh well, KA0 KDW. Thanks for the info.
Humana, 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 humana. About some Venus hum. Go take a look at that Venus hum, the Blue Man Group. That'll cheer you up on the hum. W2JLS, no worries on the hum.
Okay, we got a couple of things powered down here. Let's see, I just talked to Brad, K0 KDW. Brad, I wanted to apologize to you for missing your net last Thursday night. It was on my list of things to do. I got waylaid on a local net here. I believe it was Eric. VZA was running a net. I wanted to check in with him, and it ended up taking longer than I expected. But be sure to keep me informed and let me know when you're doing the next one, please. And W2JLS, I heard you in there. Are you on Echolink? Yes, you are. Are you going to be sticking around for the net tonight, John? My brother from another mother?
Hey there, Kemosabe. I'm going to try. I was about to slither into the radio room to go RF. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I'll be down on the air in just a minute. I'll check back. I'm just getting home from Cleveland.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm way early and trying to build my list, so I will say howdy to you. I got you in there, and I'll be calling for you in probably about 20 minutes or so to see if you're sticking around. So stick around. Get down to the radio room, grab a glass of vino, and listen to this. Oh, that's Mountain Dew Zero. Oh, Baja Blast. All right, man. I got you in there, John. Let me check my Echolink here. I see WB4AIZ is out there too. Chuck, I know you're usually in and out. Let me say hi to you and see what's going on down in Florida. Is it still raining, I guess? WB4AIZ, go ahead.
Yeah, WB4AIZ. Yes, well, I think it's stopped for a while. We've had, yesterday it was rain from the easterly direction, going west. And now, today it was from the south. And I think there's one more day of rain. I don't know. It depends on the weather anyways. So we're still dry. So, well, we went 28 days without rain. So we need rain, but and it's just a fraction of what we need. But we'll probably make it up in December. Anyways, see, this is Wednesday. Oh, okay, we got one Thanksgiving. Alrighty. Before I say yes, I think I'll be IO before I ask.
All right there, Chuck. I always try to get you in here before the show starts and not make you jump through hoops with the cage match and all. KG4SCK, I see you out there. I got you in. And let's see, KE8BHQ. Benjamin, are you listening yet?
KD8SLG, E8BHQ. I'm listening in, Nick. I'm on Echolink right now. I will be sticking around for the big show on my mobile on my drive home.
Cool, man. Got you in there. We'll be listening. I see you flash across the APRS from time to time when you're out and about. I may just start hollering for you. Got you on the list there, Ben. Good to hear you. W3ETB, I see you out there. I got you on the list, buddy. How are you coming in tonight there, Eddie? Or are you not even coming in yet? I don't see you anywhere. Hang on. Yeah, still don't see Eddie. Let's see if Ray's out there. K5CFY, how are we sounding out in Tulsa, if you're out there?
KD8SLG, K5CFY. Well, I'm not really sure why, but you sound just like just Nick. I suppose that's the way it's supposed to be, though. Yeah, it sounds great.
I don't know where that Just Nick guy is tonight. I'm a shadow of that one. All right there, Ray. I'm glad. Many thanks to N80i Jason, who waved his magic wand and got the link working again here. A little bit of a rough start to the boredom breaker net this afternoon, but I think we're none the worse for wear.
Well, that happens sometimes, but anyway, whoever fixed it, I'm glad they did, and didn't take too long. So anyway, it was a great net. You and Dustin always do a great job. We're so happy you guys do the first hour for us. It's amazing.
Well, we love it. And after the net today, we were talking briefly about maybe making Wednesday an Ohio day. Maybe we get another NCO in there to give you an afternoon off, or at least not having to talk on the radio. What do you think about that?
I'm all for it. I give away all the nets I can give away. I'm averaging right now about 23 nets a month, so 4 or 5 a week is a plenty. But I enjoy doing them. But yeah, if that would, if you can come up with somebody who wants to do the second hour, or you want to do it, or whatever, yeah, that'd be fine.
No one wants to listen to Dustin next to each other. Now that I say that, that sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Considering what we're doing tonight. But yeah, I would gladly log for someone for the second hour there if they want to jump in there and do it. So I'm kind of making that announcement tonight. See if anybody grabs it. Ray, of course I have you on the list in slot number 10, and I think that's all I got for you. You got anything else for me?
I can't think of anything, so anyway, have a great net, and we'll be listening. K5 CFY, back to the pre-net show.
Oh, Ray, don't you know it, man? If Gil did this over here, he would, he probably, Ray, great talking to you. And, one more thing, belated birthday there, buddy. I hope you had a good one, and I hope you got lots of gifts. And I hope you have many, many more. I know turning 40 is tough, but I'm sure you're going to do well with it.
Kind of dropped out there, broke up a little bit there, Nick. But anyway, yeah, thanks for the birthday wishes. I definitely had a good one. Got it got me a brand new Daiwa SWR power meter that I've been wanting for a while. Got that and got some parts for the Bronco. So I did good, not to mention house shoes and that sort of thing. But anyway, I'll give it back to you there, Nick, but you did break up there a little bit. I don't know what's going on. K5 CFY.
Yeah, my foot just slid off the pedal. That's all. That's all that was, right? Thanks, man. I'm glad you had a good birthday. It sounds like a wonderful gift. There was somebody here I wanted to call out before I did anything else. Everybody about your latest edition.
Hey, good evening, Nick, and everyone on the net, pre-net. You caught me with a mouthful of Cheez-Its. Excuse me. My latest acquisition is a wonderful handmade weather rock from WBABMW Jim and his granddaughter. Yeah, I got a brand new on. So, for it.
That's fabulous, Mark. And let me throw out barometer Monday through Saturday. I've got a little over 2 minutes. I'm going to go take care of before I got to sit in the chair for 2 hours business. And I'll be right back. You guys feel free to, I don't know, jump all over each other. Jump ball. KDSLG.
NAWHR.
The weather rock was made by Ariana Jones, Jim's granddaughter.
K5 CFY. Hey, Mark, I got the regular Sierra plaque, the Ohio-shaped plaque with my call sign on it, and then Jim sent me a a plaque shaped like Oklahoma that's got my call sign on it and a picture of Fred on it there. So they're both right here in my shack. So I'm sure the weather rock is neat to have there too. Oh, by the way, everybody, I got my barometer T-shirt the other day, and I wore it to the RCWA meeting, and it was a big hit. K5 CFY.
K88SLG returning. It's great that we have developed such a wonderful relationship with the RCWA club out in Oklahoma. And they should be linking up shortly. We got about 45 seconds before the girl makes the announcement. Let me tell you who I got on the list real quick before she talks. I got KA0, KDW, KE8YUK, W2JLS, K5 CFY, KE8YUG, WB4AIZ, KG4SCK, KE8BHQ, W3ETB, KC0LRM, and now KE8VZA. You guys are all on the list. Keith, real quick, KE8TQR, do you want me to put you on the list?
KD8SLG, KE8TQR, in and out.
Gotcha, Keith.
NAWHR, in and out.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QST. Welcome to the BeaconNet pre-show, sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114.8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night to light up the nighttime airwaves, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. That's Tulsa time. Early check-ins and in and outs start at 9:30. That's me. Your host tonight for the early show, the pre-show, is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. The net starts at 10 o'clock. I hand it over to Dustin. I line him up. He knocks him down. We'll do a couple of rounds of check-ins. And then I'll go through the list, see who's sticking around to play trivia. We've got trivia tonight from Nick, KE8QKO, and alternate trivia from KE8BKA Josh. So looking forward to that. As is tradition here on the BeaconNet, let's check in with the BeaconNet crew, see if everybody's radios are working. And W8KOC, I got you on the list. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Are you out there, Dustin?
KD8SLG and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. I'm here, ready, present, accounted for, and will be ready come net time. With that, KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
Sounding good there, Dustin. Sounding good. Going to clear with KD8EPC. Let's check in with Nick, KE8QKO. How are you tonight, Nick? All right, I just got the message. Let's go to AB8MO with no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. Andy, not dead weight, no responsibilities whatsoever. Andy, haven't talked to you since this afternoon. How are you, buddy?
KD8EPC, let's try this again. KD8SLG. Forget the feedback. This is AB8MO,
Just a random thought. I'm trying to work Whiskey 1 Sierra Echo X-Ray on FT8. He finally just confirmed sent me the acknowledgement, so the QSO is complete. Random thought over. I'm here. Back to that AB8MO.
W8WKY. And a word from our sponsor. All right, good score, Andy. Have fun. It's fun playing FT8 during the nets. I need to get another computer over here so I can do that. K8QWE, Mike. Just heard you over on the Worcester Club net. How are you doing tonight? And you have no responsibilities whatsoever tonight as well. Thanks for being here.
Kilo Echo Lake, Quebec Whiskey Echo. I'm not a very responsible person anyways. In fact, the term dead weight pretty much, that's pretty much me. You sound great. I'm sure I sound like me. Hey, can you put me short time? I like to tell everyone hi, but I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep. This is Kilo Echo Lake, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 SLG.
I'm sure Dustin would love to throw you in there at the beginning of the pack. We'll get some trivia answers from you and bid you adieu. No worries, Mike. Going to clear with KE8QWE. And we got Josh up, KE8VKA. Alternate trivia tonight. How you doing, Josh?
KD8SLG, KE8VKA. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Nick. Hopefully I sound okay. And that's it. I'll be around. Oh, I got all three. I got the barometer net this morning. I got the boredom breaker net this afternoon. And this is normally Lucy who does all this. I got the beacon net tonight. And I got the kicker, too. I got the Andy doing he was doing NCO for the Wolverine single sideband net. So, Lucy's salty. So, it's a good day on the radio. All right, turn it back to you. Talk to you guys in a bit for trivia. KE8VKA, back to pre-net control.
KE8VKA, you're about 26 or 27 minutes out from Dustin. Dustin calling you up. So be ready. And I heard Miss Lucy in the background there. Gonna clear with KE8VKA. All right, I ran down the list of folks I already had on the list. I got WA8KOC in there as well. And KI5DAY, Alan's in the house. I believe he's on vacation and will actually be here for the duration in NetLogger tonight. So if you don't have NetLogger, you should get NetLogger because nothing's more fun than hanging out in the blue screen with Alan on NetLogger. Let's do 2 rounds of quick check-ins, then we'll work this list. This is KD8SLG for the Beacon Net. I'm listening.
Let me try to get in with the lower power. This is BHGKV, William Bravo 8, Golf Kilo Victor. Ed in Wadsworth.
Whiskey Victor, 3 Kilo, Phil and Canal Fulton. Hello, Nick.
Just Dick in beautiful downtown Firestone Park.
N8WHR, Mike in Brunswick, in and out.
Kilo 9, Charlie, Kilo Yankee, Jason in Big Prairie. I'll be in and out just because I'm mobile.
November 5, Golf, Lima, Oscar. November 5, Golf, Lima. N5, GLO, Bill, Oakhurst, Texas.
All right, fabulous. Let's see who we got there. WBHGKV, Ed, loud and proud tonight. WV3K, K8AMX. Oh, Dick at night. This is going to be good. N8WHR, Mike in Brunswick, I got you in there. I believe that was you right before the net started, and I completely forgot to put you in there. Thanks for coming back. K8PJW, Phil, good to hear you. And K9CKY, Jason in and out, got you. N5GLO, Bill, got you in there as well. Let's do one more quick round, see if anybody else wants to get on the list. Then we'll start talking. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
Net control. This is Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, KI5 RFI, Mac in Arkansas.
SLG, this is Kilo Echo 8, Mike, Yankee, in and out.
Awesome. We picked up a couple more there. KI5 RFI, Mac in Arkansas. Good evening, Mac. And K8MMY, Chris is in and out. In and out. Chris, thanks for stopping by. All right, let's go up to the top of the list. Start seeing who's going to stick around for trivia tonight and who's just here to say hi. KA0KDW, Brad. Good evening, sir. How are you doing, and are you sticking around tonight?
Yeah, I'll be sticking around, doing all right. And my next scheduled night is December 7th. Usually if I'm filling in on nets, I don't usually know until sometimes an hour before, sometimes 20 minutes before. So like last week, I didn't tell Dustin until 20 minutes before the net because I just didn't know. So, but the next scheduled night is December 7th. So what is that? 2 weeks, 3 weeks from tonight, something like that. Anyhow, that'll be it. I'll be sticking around for the net. Missed you guys, of course, last week. I was up in Columbia, Missouri, and we were picking up a camper, so wasn't on the radio. KA0KDW.
Well, Brad, that's the Christmas party for the Sarah Club, so I'm going to miss that one as well. Sorry about that. I'm going to clear with KA0KDW. You guys sticking around, Brad? Let's talk to Miss Lucy for a second. Are you sticking around to answer Josh's question tonight, Lucy?
KD8SLG, this is KE8YUK. Yes, I am sticking around tonight. I am multitasking. I wouldn't say I slacked off, but I didn't do what I was supposed to do, or thought I was supposed to do. So I'm doing that while I'm listening to the net, but I am in the blue screen, and I'm paying attention mostly, and I don't know the answer to the trivia, so I can actually answer this time. All right, I'm going to save the rest of my gabbing for when I'm actually called on. KE8YUK, back to pre-net control.
All right, Ms. Lucy, we're all multitasking. That's the fun part of these nighttime nets. Good to have you on board, ma'am. W2JLS, my brother from another mother. Have you made it to the radio room, and are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
KD8SLG, this is W2JLS, and I will, I'm going to attempt to stick around. Yes, it's 9:41, net starts at 10, and I'm kind of early in the list, so one way or another, I'll try to be in there, buddy. Try to be in there. Yeah, it'd be nice to catch up sometime with a chat, radio or otherwise. Hope everything is well, and yeah. Count me in, buddy. W2JLS, back to you.
And John, you got to get in here some Friday night and save me from myself, please. Glad you're sticking around, John. Going to clear W2JLS. K5CFY. Can you stay up late enough to play trivia tonight, Ray?
KD8SLG K5CFY. Yes, sir. I want to give it a real big effort, so I think I can do that. Back to you, K5CFY.
All right, buddy, and the amazing thing is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. our time, Ray is going to be out there with Fred the dog walking in the park, and I'll be talking to him again. Glad to have you on board, Ray. Going to clear with K5CFY. Let's talk to Josh, KE8YUG. Josh, are you rocking your new antenna tonight, and are you sticking around for trivia?
SLG, Nick, it's good to hear you. Good to hear everybody else. And yeah, I'll be sticking around and yeah, rocking the new antenna. Cannot hit Doylestown direct right now. But I'm making it through the 7.0 link, and that's working well, and I'll be here. So send it back to you, Nick. K8YUG.
W8WKY. All right, there, buddy. You may have to get that antenna up a little bit higher to reach down here. But I heard you on a couple other places today, and you're sounding pretty good. So good deal there, Josh. Glad to have you on board. I got you sticking around. WB4AIZ Chuck was in and out before the net. Next up, we got KG4SCK Mark, the proud new owner of the Weather Rock. How you doing tonight, Mark? And are you going to be sticking around for the big show?
Woohoo! I got a new Weather Rock. Yep, I'll be sticking around. I'll be paying for it in the morning, and the wife will probably be calling me in the middle of the big show, but I'm sticking around. KG4SCK.
That's okay. You can multitask, too. K8BHQ, Benjamin, we'll catch up with you on your way home. I don't see you on Echolink anymore, so I'm guessing you're in the car. Ben, are you out there? And you already told me you're sticking around, but hi, Ben. Say hi. I may have caught Ben in the parking lot. Let's check in with Eddie, W3ETB, out in Annapolis, Maryland. Eddie, good evening, sir. How you doing? And are you sticking around for the big show?
Yeah, hi, Nick. I had to stick around, and I was actually getting some files on the other computer over there and trying to get files off of one computer onto the other as a backup in case anything happens. So a laptop, then at least I got a desktop that I can read. So they got too many computers in here. So I got one of them the other 8 different computers, you know, so and if your wife found out about that, she had upset. So anyway, turn it back to you, Nick, and we'll be here.
All right there, Eddie. Well, as Alex, K5AVF out in Oklahoma will tell you, back up everything all the time. So have at it. This is a good chance to get some work done in the ham shack for sure. Got you sticking around, Eddie. Going to clear with W3ETB. Let's go out to Kelly in Tulsa, KZ0LRM. I grabbed you off the blue screen. How you doing tonight, Kelly? And are you sticking around for trivia?
K8SOG, hey, thanks for getting me in there. Nick, yeah, I'll be sticking around. Just had one quick question. Have you ever considered doing an early pre-show? And then back to you.
Kelly, are you a wise guy, or were you in here listening before? I started at about a quarter after, so 15 minutes early.
Just turned it on at 8:30, so I was out listening.
I'm usually here chatting it up before the net starts, usually, unless something else goes sideways. But, yeah, I'm usually here beforehand, Kelly, so I have considered it. Glad you're sticking around. Going to clear with KC0LRM. Let's talk to Eric, K8VZA. Eric, I'm trying to remember what you had for dinner right now from the food group. I'm thinking it was chicken and peppers and some sort of balsamic sauce, I believe. K8VZA. Hey, Eric, are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
KD8SLG, this is KE8VZA. Wow, Nick, yeah, your memory's pretty good there. The only thing you missed was the onions. My wife did score some tortillas on the way home, which I forgot when I was at the store, so we had very, very good dinner. Yes, I'm sticking around, and I'll turn it back to you. This is KE8VZA.
K8VZA, KD8SLG. Eric, that's a really fun net. I have fun every time I'm on there, so I've kind of made it a regular. Good to hear you out there tonight. Thanks for sticking around. WA8KOC, Fred. Are you still out there? I got you on the list when I saw you pop in earlier, but I don't know if you're still there. Good evening, Fred. How you doing? And are you going to stick around tonight? Uh-oh. Fred may have already taken his leave of us tonight. We'll give him a holler a little later on. Oh, man. Here goes the neighborhood. KI5DAY. Alan, are you listening? Do you have time to talk, or do you have to keep typing into the blue screen there? KI5DAY, KDSLG. Go ahead, Alan.
Man, good timing, Nick. Yeah, I'm over here having a a conniption. Yeah, I probably need a break from the keyboard after that last round. Yeah, I don't know. I just was thinking, I probably should step away from the keyboard after that one. We're having a very in-depth conversation about biscuits, and I found a unique way to open up a can of biscuits last night as I was explaining in the blue screen. I had never tried it before, but it was beautiful. I almost teared up for a second, but anyways, it's been an amazing time off so far. I still got quite a bit of time off, trying to get a lot of stuff done. Went back to the VA today to get my hearing checked, and I found that, I don't hear very well in my right ear especially, but that's okay. I don't need hearing aids yet, so what else? I don't know, man. It's been busy. Like I said, I've had a good time, but I've been doing a lot of stuff, cleaning up a little bit here and there, playing some radio, and cooking biscuits. Anyways, I don't know. I'll think of something else. I don't know if there's been a trivia given yet. I guess there hasn't. I'm not used to being here so early, but going to enjoy it, so kick back and hang on. It's going to be a fun ride in the blue screen. If you're not there, get there. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right there, Alan. Good to have you here on a Wednesday night there, buddy. It's a rare treat, and we're all looking forward to it. Going to clear with KI5DAY. Let's go up to B8GKV. Ed, good evening, Ed. How you doing? Are you sticking around for trivia tonight there, buddy?
Hello, Steve. This is WB8GKV. And, we'll be sticking around for trivia and all that. Say good evening to everybody on the net there and so on and so forth. And, we'll be around there. WB8GKV in Wadsworth.
All right, Ed, we got you sticking around tonight. It's good to hear you, sir. Let's go down to Canal Fulton, talk to my friend Phil, WV3K. Phil, how you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around to answer trivia with us?
KD8SLG, Whiskey Victor, 3 Kilo. It's good to hear you, Nick, and to answer your question, I can stick around and give an answer and have fun with the group. Hope everyone's doing fine, and happy birthday, belated birthday there to Ray. And also best wishes to our friend down in Seminole, Florida, Wade. I haven't talked with him in a good while, and I'm going to have to connect with him at some point soon. And it's good to hear Andy and Nick. I didn't hear him come back to you. And Mikey in there. So I hope everyone's doing better for those recuperating, and hope you're feeling a whole bunch better. You sure sound like Rick, Nick, and I hope Dustin is too. So anyway, I'll talk to you more on the net. Back to pre-net control, KDSLG WV3K.
All right, Phil. I guess I got to step on the foot pedal before I start talking. Phil, good to have you on board, man. I'm feeling no pain tonight. How's that? Good to have you on board, Phil. Next up, and I can say this with more emphasis than I usually do. If you don't know K8AMX, you don't know Dick. K8AMX, good evening, sir. How are you? And are you going to stick around for us tonight?
W8WKY.
Well, now that is the
question, isn't it? And what is the answer? I do not know. Hello, Nick, and all the chickens and the scanners there. Turned out to be potentially a very, very good net. And we're going to stick around as long as we can. And then who knows, maybe fade into oblivion and not be totally aware of when that happens. But I heard Lucy or somebody, or maybe it was Josh, called somebody salty. And I found out where that came from. So I know you wanted to know if I was always salty, Nick. So, yep, there's your answer. I'm salty. So, learn all kinds of things on the net here. So, back to you. We're going to hang in as long as we can. And if you turn it back to me and there's a long period of silence, well, don't send out the search party. I'm probably in the arms of Morpheus there. So, with that, back to you, sir. This is Kilowatt 8 American Motors Experimental, living the dream in beautiful downtown Firestone Park.
K8AMX, KD8SLG. Dick, salty or sweet, love hearing from you. Dustin's going to give you a call later. Maybe he'll wake you up from the arms of Morpheus, as you so poetically put it. Good to have you here tonight, Dick. Going to clear with K8AMX. And we're going to roll right into another part of the K8 clan, K8PJW. Good evening, Phil. How you doing? Are you sticking around for trivia tonight? Looks like we may have lost Phil already. I'm going to put him in and out. I know he's been doing election stuff every night, late every night. So he's a good person to have on your side. Gonna clear with not K8PJW. Let's go out to Oakhurst, Texas. Talk to Bill, N5GLO. Are you on the porch tonight, Bill? And are you sticking around for trivia?
N5GLO to the prenet. Yes, I am on the porch. And to the best of my knowledge, at this point in time, I shall be around for the trivia. And N5GLO, back at you.
Oh, we'll get to you there, Bill. We'll get to you there. Stay awake. Dustin moves it along pretty quickly. Going to clear with N5GLO. Next up, we got Mac in Arkansas, KI5RFI. How you doing tonight, Mac? It's good to hear from you. And are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
Well, good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net. I believe I will be hanging around for the trivia tonight. So far, I'm still awake. And I just want to say I enjoyed that little round table we had the other night with you and 2 or 3 other folks. I have to try that again sometime. But, yep, I'll be hanging around for the net. Keeping my eyes peeled there. KI5RFI.
KI5RFI. You know what, Mac? You can usually find someone to talk to here on the W8WKY. You're welcome anytime. Going to clear with KI5RFI, who's sticking around tonight.
I want to recognize a few in and outs there. N8WHR was in and out. K9CKY, Jason was in and out. God bless Jason. KE8MMY, Chris was in and out. He looks like Bart Simpson who grew up. That takes us down to Uncle Fred, K8QFT. Good evening, Uncle Fred. How you doing? Are you sticking around for the big show?
Oh, good evening. Good evening. I will be here. Other than that, I have nothing else to say at this time. Back over to the prenet there. KE8QFT. Back to the prenet.
All right there, Uncle Fred. We'll keep working with your 7100 last night. It was good to see you show up on the 275. We are halfway there, my friend. Good to have you on board, Uncle Fred. Let's go down to Warm Weather Wade, WD8MIU. Wade, I got you on the list. Are you sticking around for the really big show tonight?
Oh, absolutely. I know it's a surprise because it's been a long time since I stuck around for the really big show. Good hearing Fred in there, and also Dick in Firestone Park. And, yeah, we're going to stick around, but maybe put me on the short time list, though. That would be possible, Dustin. Okay, back over to you, WD8MIU, and we'll say hello to everybody.
All right, Wade, we'll see if Dustin can squeaky in there at the top somewhere. Good to have you on board, Wade. We had KD2HCE and KC3QND. Chris and Jeannie were in and out by way of the blue screen. Good to see and hear both of you. Thanks for stopping by. I got two more here before I hand it off to Dustin. KA8MNT. Tom, good evening, sir. Are you going to stay up with us tonight, or are you just getting your ticket punched?
KD8SLG, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Nick and everybody else. I think I might stick around a little bit this evening. But as a treat, would you please log in and out, Kilo Echo 8, Oscar Papa Tango, KE8 OPT. She said she'll log in, but she wants to be in and out this evening. Back to you, Nick.
KA8MNT, KD8SLG, KE8OPT. I believe I've met that person several times, but golly, I don't think I've ever heard her on the radio. We'll have to make that a treat sometime. I got you sticking around, Tom. It's going to go fast tonight, I can tell. All right, here goes the neighborhood again. KT8FQV, Mark, are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
Oh, yes, Nick. Yeah, I had a quick nap. It was a quick one. And I was a little confused earlier tonight. Well, I was confused because Jeopardy and the other show, Wheel of Fortune, but I think it's Jeopardy that they run into the 8 o'clock hour on the one TV station. I was like, oh, wait, that's 7:30. I was here, and I said, wait. I took a quick nap at 9. I woke up about 9:20 and checked into, well, this is 3 nuts I've done. So, yeah, it was a nice day out mowing today, and we were down in Wayne County last weekend. That was a good time down there. Nice travel. So let's send it back to Nick, KSFQV.
KC8FQV, KD8SLG. All right, Mark, I got you sticking around. And that is the bottom of the list. This is the end of the pre-show. It's time for Dustin to take over. I'm losing my voice already. Thanks to everybody who participated here in the pre-show. It'll be good to hear you all again when Dustin gets to you. But KD8PC, it's time for you to light up the nighttime airwaves. This is KD8SLG. Take it away.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you there, Nick. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all licensed stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters throughout the country, so we ask that you keep for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Dustin, this is KC3, MWK, Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Whiskey Kilo, Bruce, Wilson, North Carolina.
All right, we got one there. Nick must have did a pretty good job on the pre-show there. He got 36. So we got Bruce there, KC3MWK. Good evening, my friend. Good to have you there, and we'll be right back to you. Let's go up here and get our trivia questions for the evening, and we'll get this thing started. Let's start here with Nick at Night, K8QKO. Good evening. What do you have for us, sir?
Good evening, Dustin, and good evening on the net. All right, the trivia question tonight is going to be a short and sweet one. How many bones does a shark have? Your options are Alpha 0, Bravo 10, Charlie 100, or Delta 1000. Again, how many bones does a shark have? Your options are Alpha 0, Bravo 10, Charlie 100, or Delta 1000. With that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. This is K8QKO.
All right, thank you there, Nick, for the trivia question this evening. That's a good one. I'm going to have to think about it for a while. Let's go talk to Josh now, K8VKA. What do you have for us for an alternate trivia?
KD8EPC, K8VKA. Good evening, everybody. Tonight's alternate trivia question is, many in the Midwest know of the Great Lakes freighter, the SS Edmund Fitzgerald, which mysteriously sank during a gale on November 10, 1973. Who is the namesake of the ill-fated freighter? Was it A, the then president of the Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, B, the then mayor of Milwaukee, C, the then CEO of the Interlake Steamship Company, or D, the then president of the Lake Carriers Association? Again, your options are A, the then president of the Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, B, the then mayor of Milwaukee, C, the then CEO of the Interlake Steamship Company, or D, the then president of the Lake Carriers Association. KE8VKA, back to KD8EPC.
All right there, Josh. Thanks for the wonderful alternate trivia question. I'm going to have to think about that one also, but I might know the answer, as a matter of fact. All right, let's go down here. We got a couple of short times to get to, and we're going to start with Warm Weather Wade, WD8MIU. Good evening.
Good evening. Dustin, how are you? WD8MIU here in Seminole, Florida. Question for you, I think. Thank you, honey. I think Phil, WP4AIZ, I believe he's lurking in the background there if you want to grab him. He just texted me and said he's listening, but can't let him do that. Anyway, trivia question. I don't know. The first one was said so, well, they were all said really fast, and either my brain's working slowly tonight, or they're saying they're too quick, or a little bit of both. I don't know. Sharks. I'm going to guess 460 pounds or 470 pounds. Why am I talking about pounds? I don't know. Somewhere between 200 and 500 bones, I would think, but who knows? I don't even know how many's in a human body, much less what's in a shark. Anyway, back over to you, Dustin, WD8MIU.
All right there, Wade. Well, we'll give WB4AIZ a call here in just a second. We'll have to go up first, but the question was how many bones there, and we got your answer down. Let's see, I think we're going to give you a B tonight, so there you go. Great to have you with us, my friend. Always a pleasure, and twice in one day, too. That's even better. So we'll say 73T, and we'll catch you there down the log, and we're going to go up here, and we're going to catch Mike now. KQWE, good evening.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Trivia, boy, I sure don't know. I'm going to go with CNC, just simply because I really don't know. Well, what have I been up to today? Well, I got up at 5 o'clock. I did the barometer net. I did the CRS group HFnet. I did the Boredom Breaker net. I did the Wolverine net. I did the Wayne County net. Now I'm doing this net. So this is net Wednesday. I had to go to Rural King and had to go to Walmart. My wife and I went out to the Mexican place and got some lunch. So other than that, I don't have a whole lot more to say. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great night. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8EPC. See you, folks.
All right there, Michael. Good to hear you out there. We got you down for C and C this evening, and couldn't even invite me and just Nick to the Mexican place with you. I see how it is. Hi. Great to hear you, Mike. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right. I know he said he was in and out, but Wade said he was listening, so we're going to give him a call anyway. WB4AIZ, Chuck, are you still there?
WB4AIZ, yeah, I'm still here. I just texted Wade, and I'm not going to be much longer. I'm starting to get tired. So, but rarity staying for the net. So, don't have anything real important to say except for the rating. Anyways, everyone take care. And WB4AIC.
All right there, Chuck. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you with us. We know you're usually in and out, so good to hear you up for once. We'll say 73T and have a great evening. All right, let me check here. I think we've got all of our mobiles and short times out of the way. So let's go back up here to the top of the list and let's talk to Brad. KA0KDW. Good evening. How are you, my friend?
KD80PC in the net. Good evening from KA0KDW. You know, CNC. We have a farm store called CNC. It's called CNC. That's the ampersand. CNC Farm and Home Supply. Home of the Answer Man is their slogan. Whatever that means. But anyhow, I'm going to go with 1,000, and I'm going to pass on the second question because I have absolutely no clue. I don't even want to guess. So we're going to go just for laughs. We're going to go with 1,000 because I don't know, but that just sounds like a good answer for some reason. So, and like I say, we'll pass on the second one. Have fun at your guys' Christmas still on December 7th. I'll miss you guys on the net. Unless somebody asks me to fill in next week on Thursday or the 5th Thursday, I don't know that I'm running the net anymore this month. I think I'm going to call out as a fill-in tomorrow, so I think I'm going to let somebody else hopefully chime in and take it and take a day off. So there you go. But, hey, Nick, if you ever have DMR or anybody else, I'm on DMR every Wednesday night, 7:30 Central Time, on Brandmeister 3129 for the Missouri DMR net. That is I call it my net. I started the net 5 years ago, I think. I don't know. I lost count. 2019, however long that was. Ages ago, it feels like. But anyhow, the answer is again 1000 and pass. Or the show me state. We'll go with that for the second answer. K0K80W. Back over to you, Dustin. You have a great weekend, and we'll catch you when we catch you.
All right there, Brad. Well, good to have you with us this evening, as always, my friend, and we look forward to the next time. I won't be here next Wednesday night. Got some plans, so I will be gone, but I guess the Wednesday after that we'll catch you, or somewhere on the air in between. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, let's go talk to Miss Lucy now, K8YUK. Take it away.
KD80PC, this is KE8YUK. Hi, everybody. I'll start with my trivia so I don't forget. The first one I'm going to go with A, and the second one, I don't remember what they were. Can you pull up the blue screen, please? Oh, the scrolling. I want to go with A. I'll go with A. So I'll do AA. Much like the AA net that I hear advertised when I tune in to hear it advertised. Anyway, today was pretty good. Josh doesn't even know this, but I actually took a nap today, which is great. Betty fell asleep, and I was really sleepy, so I laid down, and I woke up 2 hours later when she did. But I think we both needed it. And then I decided to go rake up the yard instead of doing my indoor work because it was such a gorgeous day. And our garage door is broken, and it is also old. It is, I would say, solid wood. And it is very heavy, and I was trying to lift it, and the rail got stuck. And so I was stuck kind of halfway. Fun fact, you didn't know that either. Each other much today. But anyway, clearly we are bonding now. So the door got stuck, and I could either set it back down and do nothing with it or try to heave it past the stuck point to get the rakes. And of course, Betty's crawling around on the driveway, and I'm just praying she doesn't come closer to me because I'm a great parent. And our neighbor thankfully noticed that I was struggling and came over to help. So he grabbed the rakes for me and then held the door while I pulled the safety latch. And we figured out what the problem was, but I didn't want to deal with it, so we just reclosed the garage. And he saw the condition of the rakes that I was using and offered his leaf blower. And I said, no, I'm okay. And he said, no, I'm going to bring it over anyway. I said, okay. So I juggled between the leaf blower and the rake, trying to clean off, I would say 2/3 of the yard. I didn't really get the backyard very well, but I took care of that, and Betty took a nap as well. So I got one thing done, and then youth group was great tonight. My little brother got to attend for the first time, and he is just a ball of energy, which isn't always what you want, but it was really, really nice to have at youth group. So we actually had a lot of fun, and I think everybody really enjoyed it to the fullest, more than usual, which I'm really relieved about. So generally, great day, and I wish everybody else a great day. And if you didn't have a great day, I hope you have a great night and a great tomorrow and a great day after. So, I did trivia already. I think, I was going to say something. I'm going to post a song on the blue screen, and I hope it's enjoyed. That is all. K8YUK, back to KD8EPC. Have a great night, everybody, and God bless.
All right, thank you there, Lucy. I had to make sure everything had time to reset because looks like you timed it all out. We might have to put you in the corner there, but great to hear you out there tonight. We got you down for A, and sorry about your garage door issues. I hope you are able to resolve that real soon because they're no fun to work on. I know that from experience. So there you go. There was something else I was going to say there, but I don't remember what it was. So we'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, let's go talk to John now. W2JLS. How you doing, my friend?
Mr. Dustin, good evening on your ears. And everyone out there listening, good evening on your ears, too. I'm all right, Dustin, and I want to apologize. I checked in last Wednesday night with Nick, and my son came home, and he had the unusual occurrence of a sudden blindness in his right eye, which obviously gets any good father's attention. So we made a mad dash to the ER, and he was fine. They can't find anything wrong with him. So not sure. We've had a couple of follow-ups with two different doctors as a result of that post-ER visit during last week's net. But he's looking hot, straight, and normal. So still kind of a mystery occurrence there. But his mom suffers from migraines, and they say that could be maybe related. So who knows? Trivia. Hold on a second. I heard both questions. I don't remember the choices for either, but I'm going to go out on a limb with sharks, and I don't think sharks have any bones. I think in the category of cartilaginous fish, they're made of cartilage, and I don't think cartilage are properly categorized as bones. I'm sitting here thinking about the ridiculously inordinate number of teeth that sharks have, and I also think teeth are not categorized as bones. So I don't know, but if teeth make the exception, then all bets are off. I'll share the tidbit that in my backyard, I lived in Charleston for 14 years, and occasionally during my last home was in Somerville, South Carolina. I would be mowing the lawn, and occasionally some loose soil would pop up. I'd find shark's teeth in my backyard, if you can believe that. Kind of crazy, but that kind of stuff happens when you live in the coastal Carolinas. Anyway, good to be in the air with you tonight, Dustin. I hope you all have a great one. W2JLS, back to you, sir.
All right there, John. Well, that is an awful lot to unpack there. I hope your son's eye is doing better now. That's no good at all, and hopefully he'll get the clean bill of health, and he'll be good to go from here on out. So there you go with that. We'll have to catch up one of these days. It's been a while. So we'll say 73 to you for now, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right. We're going to go down here now and talk to Mr. Ray, K5CF, the wonderful net controllers for the Boredom Breaker net. How are you, Ray?
Kilo Delta 8, Echo Papa Charlie. This is Kilo 5 Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. And good afternoon there. No, it's evening. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. Doing great there, Dustin. Hope you are as well. Enjoying the net. Got a lot of good check-ins, and good to hear all of the good people checking in. Let me see. I'm going to go with Alpha and Alpha. So AA for me tonight, and I don't have a clue. But anyway, I'll give it back to you there, Dustin. And 73, everybody. K5CFY will be listening.
All right there, Ray. Well, it's so great to have you with us this evening, and we got you down for Alpha and Alpha this evening. And for anybody who doesn't know, Ray's one of the wonderful net controllers there for the Boredom Breaker net, which is every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They switch net controls at the top of the hour, and they welcome rechecks. So they're there every day. Come and join them if you can. Ray, we'll say 73. Thanks again for joining us, as always, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, now we're going to go over to Josh, KYUG. How are you?
EDC. It's good to hear you, Dustin. Good to hear
everybody else out there as usual, and another good net tonight. Let's start with the trivia. The first one about the sharks, I'm going to go with D1000. I seem to remember they can have almost unlimited or something, but so I'm going to go with the big number, 1000. So for D, and the Edmund Fitzgerald, I'm going to go with A, Northwest Mutual. And let's see, yeah, the antenna's up, and I've been enjoying a lot of Simplex. Talked to Parma and a couple different places. Somebody was pretty far out there, so it seems like the antenna's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, I wish it was higher, but it's outside, it's up, and I think it's going to stay up. It should make it through the weather and everything, and it looks pretty great. I'm happy with it. It's hidden behind the fence. Nobody sees it except me, and I enjoy it. And it's doing its thing, so hopefully everybody hears me just fine. And Wednesday's a big day for the radio. It's a lot of fun on the barometer net as usual, and the information net comes in there, the food group, and we're rounding out with the beacon net. So I'll be listening out and enjoying everybody, and looking forward to coming right back with the barometer net. So in the morning. But everybody take care. I'll say 73, but I'll be listening. Have a great night. This is KAYUG, back to net.
All right there, Josh. Well, glad you're enjoying that new antenna there, and maybe we'll have to try some Simplex sometime. I don't know if we can do it or not, but I've got a pretty clear shot to the north and west, so might be a possibility there. So we'll say 73 to you for now, my friend. We got you down for Delta and Alpha, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, we already got Chuck there, WB4AIZ, so we'll say 73 to him again. And that brings me down to Mark, KG4SCK. Good evening, how are you?
Hey, good evening, Dustin and everyone. Well, doing fine. I'm going to get straight to the trivia questions. I'd like to say 0 until I think about the movie Jaws and all those teeth on those big shark jawbones. I think those are bones. Maybe there's 10 bones that make it up. I don't know. So I guess I'm going to go with Bravo on that one. And the Edmund Fitzgerald question, well, I just think it would be ironic that, Alpha, the guy's name on the boat, is the owner of a mutual life insurance company. Yep, the irony in that just sounds too good. All right, well, this is KG4SDK. Everyone have a good evening. It's 73s. Back to you.
All right there, Mark. Well, great to hear you out there this evening, as always. Let's see there. Boy, there was something else I wanted to say to you, but my mind is going off the rails tonight, I suppose. So we got you down for Alpha and Alpha, my friend. We'll say 73 for now, and have yourself a great evening. All right, let's go talk to Ben now, KEBHQ. How are you?
KEACHQ. I'm doing pretty good. For trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha for the primary and Alpha for the second. I don't time around, but I'm looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow at the club meeting. So I'll get back to the net. This is KE8BHQ, and I'll wish you 73.
All right there, Ben. Well, we had a little bit of a rough copy on you tonight, but I got you Alpha and Alpha, and we look forward to seeing you at the meeting also. So we'll say 73 for now, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, let's go talk to Eddie, W3ETB. Good evening, Eddie. What's going on?
Hi, Dustin. We came one day, so that's pretty good. And I think I got most of my files copied from one to the other. Some of them, it's too many to copy. Anyway, some copied, some the older ones that are no longer need more repeated. so you guys did pretty good for a while anyway. As far as the trivia questions goes, I go with on the main C. I think at 100 bones, I believe the human body is about maybe 10 or something like that, maybe more. I thought 110 one time. Anyway, probably more closer to 1,000 because of all the teeth, and I do the other person there that I think the jaws and then probably our bone, I guess. I don't. The teeth, mouth, or bones. They're mostly porcelain and whatever else there with the caps or fillings or crowns or whatever they call them. So I'll go with C for the main one, A for the other one, because I agree with the other person there that it's too ironic that the insurance guy would go down with the anyhow, back to you. And I'll probably sleep for the net. So take care, and I'll say 70 to 70. I'll be clear.
All right there, Eddie. Well, good luck getting the rest of your files copied over there, and always good to keep a backup of everything. We got you down for Charlie and Alpha, my friend, and twice in one day. Very good there. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's jump back on over to Tulsa here and talk to Kelly. KC0 LRM, good evening.
ADPC, hey, thanks for getting me in there, Dustin. Get my trivia question out of the way first. I really don't have a clue on either one, so I'm going to say C for Cornwaldo Bean on the first one, and D for Dustin on the second one. Things are going pretty good here. I'm just trying to keep my eyes open long enough to get to me, and I probably won't be back for the answer because I'm probably going to be in bed by then. But everybody out there have a good day. It's nice to hear everybody on the net, and that's about all I got, and I'll let you get on down the list since you got a pretty long one tonight. All right, everybody have a good evening, and back to net control, and thanks for running the net, Dustin, and thanks for everybody else that does a job on this thing. All right, good night.
All right there, Kelly. We got you down for Charlie and Delta this evening, and thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. You've become quite the regular, so it's always great to hear you out there. We'll say 73 for now, and you can find Nick tomorrow, I'm sure, and he will gladly give you the trivia answers. So we'll say 73 there, and we're going to move on over to Strongsville and talk to Eric. K8VZA, good evening.
KD8EPC, this is KE8VZA. Hey there, Dustin. Hello, everybody else out there. Hope everybody's doing well. Trivia, the first question about the shark, I have no idea. I'm going to punt and go with Alpha. And the question about the Edmund Fitzgerald, the president of, or CEO of Interlake Steamship Company, ringing a bell in my brain for some reason. So Charlie for the alternate. And, yeah, Lucy, we've had garage door problems a couple of years ago, broken spring, and it was really fun. Hope you guys get that fixed successfully. And that's about all I have for tonight. It was a good day today at work, but it was work. You know, it's nice being home and being on the net. So this is KE8VZA. Back to you, Dustin. Thanks, everyone, for running the net.
All right there, Eric. Well, thanks so much for joining us, my friend. It's always a pleasure to hear you out there. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie, and we look forward to seeing you there tomorrow at the meeting. We'll say 73, and we're going to go on down to WA8KOC. Fred, are you still with us?
W8WKY.
All right, he may have already gone to one more quick shot here. WA8KOC. Fred, are you still there? All right, nothing heard there. We'll say 73 to Fred. Thanks again there for stopping by this evening, and that would have been 3 times today. Let's go over to Alan now. Alan, KI5 at DAY all day long. How you doing?
Hey, KI5DAY. Hey, Dustin. Yeah, I was just sitting here. I don't know what the deal is with biscuits. I said something about biscuits, and now it's like this National Biscuit Day in the blue screen or something. It's kind of strange. There's some strange people in there. You ought to check it out sometime. Hi. But, yeah, I was thinking about when I was a kid. We grew up on a farm. We were tenant farmers. And I mean, we had food and stuff because we lived on a farm. And even though it didn't belong to us, we had the lay of the land, so to speak. We had a garden, and we could eat from the animals as far as eggs and things like that. Occasionally we'd kill a chicken, or the landlord would slaughter a cow, and we would get some. But when we would go to school, we'd come home to West Gilligan's Island. One of our favorite snacks, believe it or not, was biscuits and mustard. My mom would say biscuits in the crisper. My sisters would come home and cut them in half and fry them and put put mustard on them. And that was our after-school snack. So, yeah, awesome. Let me let this drop. Kind of want something other to eat. But anyways, yeah, that movie popped up already. Sling Blade, it's out there on the screen already. It's out of control in there. You guys need security in the blue screen or something. But anyways, having a good time, Dustin. It's nice being off, and all is good in the hood. I'm tired, but I'll get past it. KI5DAY. Oh, my trivia answers. BC, before Christ. There you go. KI5DAY. Back to net.
All right there, Alan. Well, great to hear you again this evening. Always a pleasure, my friend, and I hope you're enjoying your vacation. We got you down for B and C, and I'll tell you what, since you're on vacation, we're going to need you to go pick up some Savasano's pizza, and then we're going to need you to go over and get us some barbecue and some fried okra, and then you're just going to have to hot shot over here to Ohio and share the goods with us. Hi. So we'll say 73 to you for now, Alan, and you know what? The blue screen had security, but they all quit because they saw you coming. So there you are. 73, my friend, and have a great evening. All right, WB8GKV, Ed, it was good to see you earlier. Go ahead.
Hey, there you go. WB8GKV here in Wadsworth has returned or is coming into for the net there. I'm just going to take a guess and go alpha, and 2 alphas, A for the primary and alpha for the secondary. On the question there, I don't know the answers on those at all. And to say good evening there, somebody did a good job out here today. The leaves look like they've been picked up, and they're all down, I guess. It's pretty, well, it's that time of year, pretty much. Some trees, though, don't come down. I used to do the leaves, and they had, I don't know what trees it was, maybe a maples. There's different maple trees, different oak trees, but I don't know what it was. But some trees didn't fall till, she said, Thanksgiving is a rule. Try to get here about Thanksgiving time. And we used to do hers, what I call early, about Thanksgiving. Maybe a couple days after, a couple days before. And that was early. So there you go on that one. Say good evening all the way around. Let's turn it back to net control and all that stuff. Say good evening there. WB8GKV.
All right there. Good to hear you this evening, Ed. We got you on for Alpha, and yeah, it took a while to get all those leaves mowed down and out of the way, but it was looking pretty good there, and should be pretty good for the rest of the year, except for the few that haven't fallen, but they'll blow away. So there you are. We'll say 73, and we're going to go down to WV3K. Phil, good evening. Good to hear you again.
KD8EPC, net control. WV3K here in Canal Fault. Well, it's good to hear you too, Dustin, and it was nice talking with you this earlier today on the radio. Even though I was having a hard time holding the repeater, that was nice to hear your voice. And anyway, my wife wants to claim the one question. no bones is no bones. In other words, no joke. And cartilaginous tissue is lighter and then the density of a bone, and gives them the ability for positive buoyancy. Let's see. As far as Fitzgerald thing, I think was it Charlie you said? Was that what you were thinking? You don't remember? Okay. I don't know, so that makes two of us. Anyway, I think probably I don't know. I think Charlie might be the answer for that. I really have no idea. But the one thing I like is the music, and the sadness behind the reality of what happened to that ship and the men, and how well they're much regarded, which is amazing. I mean, I feel sad because it happened. It was around a time when I was in the service, I believe, and in the 70s, and I think I may have heard of it, but that was really quite something. The history behind that. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. Say hello to Richard. That lit up Robin's eyes to hear him speaking, and we both enjoyed being with him at the luncheon, the social luncheon we had together. Anyway, we're looking forward to the Christmas party. I think it's on the 17th. I'm not sure exactly when that is, 17th or next month or something, but need to get clarity on that, at least a renewal on the date and time. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Dustin. Thank you for handling the net, and for Nick, and he helped us at pre-net check-in, and it's great to hear everyone in there. Take care, and for everyone to have a very blessed evening, and hopefully those that are hurting and ailing, that they have Lord's blessings for many healing mercies. With that, I'm going to go ahead and clear. KDDPC net control for the Dustin net, for the Beacon net. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, and I'll be clear. God bless all.
All right there, Phil. Well, great to hear you, and make sure you tell Miss Robin we said hello. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie this evening. Oh boy, and I guess this is the Dustin net. Ha ha. Next on the list here, we have K8AMX. Dick, how you doing? All right, he may have fallen asleep. We'll try him one more time. K8AMX. Dick, are you still there? All right, we're going to say that he must have fallen out there. We'll say 73 to you, Dick. If you're still listening, have a great night. We'll catch you down the log. Then we had N8WHR Mike over in Brunswick was in and out, KPJW Phil, and K9CKY Jason. So we'll say 73 to all of them. And that brings me down to Bill N5GLO out on the porch. Good evening.
N5GLO the net. Good evening, everybody. I think I remember reading somewhere years ago that the actual shark is such a primitive creature. It doesn't technically have bones. It's like cartilage and things like that. So I'm going to go with A for 0. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to go with A on the alternate, because I think it'd be funny if it was the head of the insurance company that was named after. It probably wasn't, but I'm going to go with that because I think that'd be nicely ironic. Other than that, having a good evening. And I hope everybody else is. N5GLO back to the net.
All right there, Bill. Well, sounding real good this evening, and glad you're with us. We got you for Alpha and Alpha. Enjoy your time on the porch there, and we look forward to hearing you again down the log real soon. All right, let's jump on over to Arkansas now and talk to KI5RFI. Mac, how you doing? at 5 RFI. Mac, are you still with us?
There we go. Push the button hard enough the first time. KI5 RFI here in the beautiful northwest corner of Arkansas. Well, my day's been spent trying to get some on HF. I tried 20 meters and 10 meters was opened up pretty good today. I had several good contacts on 10 meters. I don't know what's going on 20. My answers for the trivia would be Delta and Charlie. Delta and Charlie. And thanks, Dustin, for running the net. KI5 RF.
All right there, Mac. Well, thanks for taking the time to stop down and join us this evening. We really do appreciate it. We got you down for Delta and Charlie, and we'll say 73 and catch you down the log, my friend. All right, we're over to Uncle Fred now. QFT, take it away.
Well, for the trivia, I really don't know. I'm going to say C on both of them. Let's see, what else is going on? As I said on the board and breakers today, well, we're back to square one with the quarterback situation here in Cleveland. So, one of them kids is going to have to step up and lead this team to glory. Other than that, you know, Cups is a place called Cups here is a free restaurant, and I go there because one of the guys who was with me on the bowling thing, he works there. He volunteers his time. So last year, I contributed a number 10 can of gravy and the necessary biscuits. Might have been a couple cans of gravy, but plenty of biscuits and gravy, as I will do this year. In the week between Christmas and New Year, becoming an annual thing. KE8 QFT, back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. Well, very good. That's good of you to do that. We got you down for Charlie and Charlie. And speaking of number 10 cans of sausage gravy, we accidentally got a case of those in last week. So we've been making breakfast pizzas for the crews every morning. That's some good stuff there. So we'll say 73. Tell Leah we said hello, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right. Now we're going to go down to somebody that's usually not up this late at night. KA8 MNT. Tom, good evening. How are you?
KA8 EPC. This is KA8MNT. Good evening, Dustin, and everybody else that's on the net this evening. My eyes are getting awful heavy, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be up. This trivia. Well, let's see. If I go back to a couple biology courses I had, I'm going to believe that the shark doesn't have any bones whatsoever, or at least bones that we think of that they are on that. And the Edmund Fitzgerald, let's see, I was around back then, and I do remember what happened on there. And it seemed to me that it was named for somebody that was in insurance. So my answer on that one's going to be A also. Besides, I like the song by Gordon Lightfoot. That goes with that. It tells the story, and and the tragedy on it. So that was kind of neat. Okay, so much for that. Let's see. I had a fun day today. I went to two doctors and a technician to be checked out today. So that was fun. And then tomorrow morning I get to go give some of that red stuff out of my vein to another vampire. So I'm getting tired of doctors, believe me. But anyhow, other than that, I don't really have any. Oh, yes. Dick, if you are listening, this coming Saturday at noon at La Pizzeria here in Canton is the quarterly QCWA Chapter 21 meeting. So if you're there, Dick, then we'll see you there on Saturday, that's for sure. And with that, I'm going to quit boring everybody. So I will, this is KA8MNT, returning everything back to KD8 EPC. 7 3s.
All right there, Tom. Well, thanks so much for staying up late and saying hello to us. We got you down for Alpha and Alpha this evening, and I certainly hope you enjoy that lunch there this weekend. And make sure you tell Linda we said hello. We have her on the list too, KE8 OPT. So there you go. We'll say 73 all the way around, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, let's jump on over to Mark now. KC8 FQV, take it away.
All right, KC8 FQV. Good evening, Dustin, Nick, and everyone else. Let's get the trivia. Alpha. And, yeah, Alpha is going to run the parameter net in the morning. So, but, yeah, Alpha. Last weekend I was down to Holmes County, down to, not Holmes County, Wayne County. Yeah. Went down to Hirschberger Bakery and Farman Bakery. And, yeah, did some mowing today. We'll finish that tomorrow. Yeah, we have to put prayers out for them families down there with that Route 70 wreck. And, yeah, this is the only time any of these people on Dewdrop in will hear me until they figure out that they want to get me back. But I don't think they do. And they're one of them is a club member. So, we'll send it back to that. KC8 FQV.
All right there, Mark. We got you down for Alpha, and behave yourself there, my friend. We'll say 73 and have yourself a great evening. KC3MWK, Bruce, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Dustin, the BeaconNet. I'm doing pretty good. I've been studying for my general license, and I'm on the way, I'll put it that way. I know half the questions, so that's a good thing. Other than that, I will go with Bravo, Charlie. Back over to you, Dustin, and BeaconNet.
W8WKY.
All right there, Bruce. Well, thanks so much for joining us this evening. We certainly do appreciate it. We got you down for, I believe it was Bravo and Charlie there. So we'll say 73 to you, my friend. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, we had a whole bunch of in and outs here. We had AA8CS Gary, our fearless leader, K8TLB Randy, NAWB Stefan, and NT8D Dave. And that brings me down to two of our favorite check-ins. KF5ADE and KG5SYC. So we're going to start with Nickelodeon this evening. KF5ADE, how are you doing?
Good evening, y'all. We have had a whirlwind of a week. We've come down with COVID, and we're working our way back out of COVID. So it's been an interesting past week that we've had, and that's hence probably why we weren't on the last several days. But we've been feeling a little bit better, and it didn't get us down too badly, which I was thankful for. But we seeked medical aid in the beginning. Let's put it that way quickly. But it wasn't the fact I was scared about it. It was just the fact I didn't want to deal with the coughing and that what goes with it with my poor old ticker. So at any rate, we're thankful that it's been taken care of, and we are still on meds for this remaining part of the week, and then we'll test on either tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, and we'll see where we sit at from that. But other than that, grandkids and our number 4 son came down with the COVID, brought it to us, and delivered it on a silver platter to us, and I ate it just fine. And so there you go. That's what we've had. Let's see, trivia question. Trivia. I really know the first one, I guess I could say, but somebody threw bones as T and teeth, and I thought, well, he's got a good point on that one. But shark teeth are always growing in, and they have a lifetime supply of teeth. They lose teeth all the time. So that wouldn't be a correct answer. So I knew that would be thrown out. So I still am going to go with my answer of A is 0. As to the Edmund Fitzgerald, I'm blown away. It actually sank in 1973. I remember the song in the 1970s being done. Did the song come out very shortly? Uh-oh, am I going to time out? I better hurry. So at any rate, let me catch a quick nickel. Hang on. I thought I'd get a full 10 minutes on the timer, but I'm a little afraid to. At any rate, the Edmund Fitzgerald. Being a song that I remember in the 70s, I'm like, wow. But as to who the namesake was, okay, I looked at the answers on the blue screen, and I think that C is my choice of the best choice of the 4, because the first 2 just don't make any sense to me. But I'll go with C. That's my choice. KF5ADE. You guys have a fine day. I'll let you get back to net control.
All right there, Nick. Well, I hope that you get to feeling better. That COVID is certainly no fun, but we're glad you all are on the mend there. And we've got you down for Alpha and Charlie this evening, so get yourself some rest and get to feeling better. And we look forward to hearing you on the net again real soon. Let's go down and talk to Miss Sandy now, KG5SYC. How are you?
This is KG5SYC, and, well, I too have the COVID bug, but I am pretty much asymptomatic. I do have a little cough, but I usually generally do with sinus problems and allergies and whatnot, so the amount of cough that I've got is probably pretty normal for me, so I have to say that I'm asymptomatic with COVID, since we have a son coming home from, well, let's see, he is in Phoenix right now, headed for Washington State for about 4 or 5 days, and then he'll be home the day before Thanksgiving, and so didn't want to transmit anything to him, so I went and got the same meds, and they can't say they're working, but they do leave an ucky taste in your mouth. The stuff probably does work. I've been told it works very well, and but it definitely leaves a metallic taste in your mouth almost for a good 6 hours. So there you go. Trivia. Well, I'm going to go with A for my first one, and I think I'm going to go with D for Dustin for the second one, and we'll see where that lands. So there you go, my famous saying. This is KG5SYC, back to net control.
All right there, Miss Sandy. Well, sorry that medicine is so awful, but I hope it's doing its job, and I hope that everybody is totally cured there so your son can come home before Thanksgiving. So we got you down for Alpha and Delta there. We'll say 73. It's so great to hear you all out there, and we look forward to hearing you down the log real soon. With that, this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. We'll give one more call here for check-ins before we go up and talk to the net control team. Please call now.
This is KD8YPY, Henry, checking in.
K8AMX is back.
All right, we got a couple of good ones there. We have K8YPY Henry, and then we have K8AMX has returned. So let's start with Henry there real quick. K8YPY, how you doing?
This is K8YPY. I've been in the test for a little bit. And trying to wind down to go to bed, but it is getting quite late. So I heard the last call to check in, and I did. So if you hear Ethan on, let him know that I'm trying to catch him on time. So, yeah. This is KD8YPY, back to net control.
All right there, Henry. Well, I had a little bit of a rough copy there, but I got most of what you said. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Have yourself a great evening, and good to hear you on the air. We're going to jump back up here, and we're going to talk to K8AMX. Dick, good evening. Welcome back.
Well, thank you, Dustin, and hello to everybody checking in again. And I didn't hear the trivia questions exactly, but I heard apparently the fish with no bones, I guess, and the one about the Edmund Fitzgerald. So I'm going to go from everybody else's guess, and I think I'm going with alternating current. So gone with A and C. And I want to say 73 to everybody. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you guys maybe next week. And I did hear say Saturday is the QCWA quarterly, but I am committed to go with my wife to the DAR banquet, and it's going to include the SAR. I'm not a member of the SAR, but I know I could be. But my wife does belong to DAR, which is Daughters of the American Revolution. So we're going to be going to that. And that's great information that nobody needs to know or anybody cares about, but just more exciting, boring news for everybody. So, back to you, Dustin. This is Kilowatt 8 American Motors Experimental.
All right there, Dick. Well, thanks so much for stopping by and joining us this evening. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie, and you enjoy the banquet there with Miss Susan. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo 6, Uniform Lima Charlie, KK6 ULC, Mike and Laughlin. Good evening, everybody.
All right, we picked up Mike, KK6 ULC. Good evening, how are you?
Actually doing pretty good. My legs aren't bothering me right now. I flew my radio control airplanes today. Had a blast. My new one is called the Apprentice. I went up pretty high and did some rolls to the right, rolls to the left. I did a loop, and I didn't crash. Woohoo! I'm getting better. My problem is I have to learn to keep, if I want to do tricks, I got to do it up really high. Because you make a mistake and you're too low, you crash. But I'm getting the hang of it after a long time. I had a good day. KT6 ULC, back to net.
All right there, Mike. Well, thanks for stopping by. And you know what they say, half the fun is crashing high. All right, with that, let's go up here to the top of the list. And we're going to talk to KD8SLG, just Nick. Give me Alpha and Alpha for my answers, and go ahead.
Alpha and Alpha, it is there, KD8EPC. This is KD8SLG. Good evening, everybody here on the Beaconette. Good to hear everybody out there tonight. I'm going with Alpha and Alpha for the questions tonight. I'm pretty sure sharks don't have bones, and I like the life insurance thing even if it's not right. But had there been a Cornwaldo bean connection, I would have found it. There's got to be some connection to the Cornwaldo beans and the Edmund Fitzgerald. There's just got to be. I'm going to listen to the song again tonight, and I bet if you play it backwards, Cornwaldo Bean is in there. Oh, man. Club, what's that thing? Club meeting tomorrow night. So be there or be square. We'll be meeting at Casa Nuestra down the street for dinner at about 5 o'clock. If you want to grab some Mexican before the club meeting, that would be fabulous. I look forward to seeing a lot of you there. December 7th is the Christmas party. Web stuff should be up on the web page Friday-ish to RSVP, and looking forward to that as well. This is the last club meeting of the year because the Christmas party counts as a club meeting. So, come out and say hi. It's going to not be a long one. We'll put it that way. KD8SLG, back to net control. 7-3, all y'all.
All right there, Nick. Looking forward to seeing you there, my friend. We got you down for Alpha and Alpha. Let's go talk to Andy, AB8MO, in the land of snow and maple syrup. Take it away.
Yeah,
This is AB8MO. All right. Big wave out to Henry. Thank you for sending me that information on the QSO. Got it confirmed on QRZ logbook. Dustin, when are you going to confirm my contact with W8OKE? I even sent you the information to confirm it. I know I did, but I can send it to you again. Anyhow, let's see. Worked ZL7A on 17 meters here during the net. Chatham Island. Not sure how. They were the only signal on the entire band, but they heard me. That's all that counts. So, let's see here. Trivia question. I don't know. Phil's explanation sounds pretty convincing. I think I will go with 0 on the shark bone dingamajiggy. And I like the answer of the bigwig, of shipping container bigwig for the name of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Of course, they would. That sounds like something some famous rich guy would want. And of course, Gordon Lightfoot sang all about it. I don't know how many of us would even know of the Edmund Fitzgerald if it wasn't for Gordon Lightfoot. Think about that one. Alrighty, I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll make the trek down to Richmond tomorrow. Back to you there, Sir Squatchy. KD8EPC, this is AB8MO.
All right, there. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie, and we look forward to seeing you at the meeting tomorrow. All right, let's go up here now and talk to Nick at Night, K8QKO. Give us your comments, and then let it drop and give us the trivia answer there. Go ahead, my friend.
All right, good evening, Dustin. Good evening, everybody on the net. Yeah, I don't know if I have a lot to add. I did start, my buddy talked me into going to the gym with him starting this last week and then going into this week, and yesterday was my first leg day in like 10 years, so I'm hobbling around the house like somebody whose legs don't work. But that'll fix this all pretty quick, and maybe I'll find a way to be less fat going into the future. That's really all I've got going on right now. I'll see you guys at the club meeting tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much ready to start into the holiday season. Yay, the fun, happy holiday season. Anyway, I'll break for a time here to read the answer and the trivia, or read the trivia question and the answer. Okay. Oh, before I go into it, my answer for the alternate question is Charlie. Okay. How many bones does a shark have? The answer was alpha 0. Sharks have no bones at all. Instead, they have cartilage. So I think some folks got that right, and good for them. But that is my trivia question and the answer for the evening. With that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. This is K8QKO.
All right there, Nick. Well, thanks so much for joining us this evening. We certainly appreciate you being here, and we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at the meeting there. We'll say 73 for now, and we're going to go down here to K8VKA for alternate trivia. Josh, what do you got for us?
W8WKY.
KD8EPC in the Beacon Net, K8VKA. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening, everybody. I don't have too much else to add. Did a little bit of work outside yesterday. That was nice, trying to get the garage straightened up. Looking forward to the meeting tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing everybody, and should be a good time. With that, I will read the alternate trivia, let it drop, and then provide the answer. Today's alternate trivia was, many in the Midwest know of the Great Lakes freighter, the SS Edmund Fitzgerald, which mysteriously sank during a gale on November 10th, 1973. Who was
is the namesake of the ill-fated freighter? Was it A, the then president of the Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, B, the then mayor of Milwaukee, C, the then CEO of the Interlake Steamship Company, D, the president of the Lake Carriers Association? The answer today was Alpha, the then president of the Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company. I didn't realize the irony of that until you guys mentioned that. The CEO, so the Edmund Fitzgerald was actually owned by an insurance company which had invested heavily in the iron and mineral industries around the Great Lakes. Upon commissioning the Fitzgerald, the company became the first insurance company to build its own ship at the cost of $8.4 million, the most expensive price tag for a freighter at the time. The Fitzgerald, Edmund Fitzgerald, was the chairman and president of Northwestern Mutual and had a long history with the Great Lakes shipping industry. That's the timeout timer I just set on my radio. It got me. His grandfather captained ships on the lake. His father owned a shipyard, and both his father and grandfather had ships named after them. Fitzgerald was also a civic leader, actively involved in the rush of post-war improvements in Milwaukee, post-World War II. According to his obituary in the Milwaukee Journal in 1986, he had handed almost every major improvement in town in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Fitzgerald attempted to dissuade the naming of the ship after himself by proposing names such as the Sentinel, Seaway, Milwaukee, and Northwestern. But in the end, the board voted to name the ship after him. Related to amateur radio, for the past 19 years, the Stillwater Amateur Radio Association, i.e. the Sarah Club, ironically, has operated a special event commemorating the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. This year they operated under the call signs W0JH and W0F. I actually got to work W0JH. Nick at Nickelodeon actually made a good point. I looked it up. The song was released in 1976, about 3 years after the ship sank, so it was pretty close afterwards. So that was a good point. I didn't know that. So, all right, that's all I got. KD8VKA, back to KD8PC. Good night, everybody.
All right there, Josh. Well, thanks so much for the wonderful alternate trivia. And funny enough, I actually listened to that song earlier today. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you for now, my friend. Thanks again, and we look forward to the next one. All right, this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. We're at the bottom of the list, and this is the last call for check-ins. Please call now.
KD8SLG, recheck, please.
India Charlie, Howard, Akron.
Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee, K2
Alpha, India 5, Quebec AI 5Q. Sorry about that.
All right, guys, I'm going to hold it up right there. I got VK2DY Robert. I have AI5Q, and I got Howard K8 UIC, maybe. Howard, would you come back with your call, please?
Kilo Ecto 8, Uniform India Charlie.
All right, thank you so much. But before I go down this list, I'm going to go back up to our pre-show master and logger and the guy who's supposed to keep an eye on the blue screen. KD8SLG, just Nick, go ahead.
Just a quick interjection here, all of you Barometer Net regulars. I will be running the show tomorrow morning, so listen for me tomorrow. KD8SLG.
All right, Nick, we're going to have to set an early alarm so we can stop by and say hello, but you'll run until 8:30 anyway, so I'll be well up by then. Hi. We'll say 73 for now, and that brings me down to Howard, K8UIC. Good evening, how are you?
evening. That was UIC, by the way. This is Howard from Akron. Also, John Sayer's brother, Mr. $5 Dream Nickel at a Time. But either way, I'm just heading home from work, working second shift. Caught the tail end of the net, so figured I'd check in real quick, tell everybody good evening, and hopefully everybody had a good night. So, back to Net Control 73.
All right there, Howard. Well, thanks for joining us, and you drive safe there from work. It's good to hear you out there. And yeah, we talked to your brother earlier today on the Boredom Breaker net this afternoon. So great to have you with us this evening. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's go back up here and talk to Robert now. VK2 at DUI. How are you?
Good afternoon. This is Robert, VK2DY in northwestern Sydney, 3:18 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. These nets move from the United States move by 2 hours from summer to winter, so now it's later in the afternoon than it used to be. Anyway, it is what it is. It is 29 degrees, 85 Fahrenheit, I think that works out to be. Probably going to be the high for today. We have clouds moving in now, and supposed to get some rain, a little bit of a cooler spell tomorrow and the next couple days. So we shall see what happens here. Anyway, other than that, I had a lot of fun today playing with DroidStar. I finally got DroidStar loaded on my iPhone. I didn't realize it was so easy to do, but all you have to do is sideload it. And that means basically code sign it yourself, and it works. And so I've been playing on D-Star, or actually DMR I've been playing a lot on lately using DroidStar on my iPhone. So I thought that was a fun thing. Anyway, thank you so much for taking my check-in. VK2DY, off the net.
All right there, Robert. Well, we'll say good afternoon to you, and I'm glad you got DroidStar working there. I've heard a couple of people using it. I've never used it myself, so glad you got that working there, and sounds like if you're using it now, it's working real well. So we'll say 73. Have a great one, and we'll catch you there down the log. We're going to jump back on over here to Oklahoma and catch another good friend of ours, AI5Q, Jairus. How you doing?
KDA EPC on the net, AI5Q here. See, I'm just getting off of a 17-hour day at work and have a 7.5-hour long online meeting tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me tell you, been out in the field the past 2 days. It was supposed to be a 2-day outage. It's turning into 3 days, but I don't have the ability or the power to ignore this very important meeting to go out there and handle the business on the 3rd day of this shutdown of a plant. So I did not hear the trivia questions. I heard the answers. I guess I kind of heard the trivia questions then since they read the answers, but just now getting back to the house, getting in, and made sure the kids were in bed and came out to the shop to listen to some radio. I haven't been on since Sunday afternoon, so it's been a crazy week at work, and lots going on and lots more to come, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to another 16, 17 day anytime soon, but the job takes what it takes at times, and I'm grateful to have the job that I do because it's not very often that happens, and when it does, I get to work with really good people and enjoy my time there. So anyway, that's all I've got. Just wanted to drop in and say hello and play on the radio for a minute before I head off to bed so I can be ready for that 7.5-hour long online meeting tomorrow. AI 5Q.
All right there, Jairus. Well, we're glad to have you with us this evening, but man, just telling me about the week you've had makes me tired. So I hope you get it done soon and get through that meeting and maybe get a little bit of rest and that plant gets back up and running before you know it. So with that, we'll say 73 to you for now, my friend. Thanks again, and we'll have to have a QSO one of these days and catch up. It's been a while. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. We've got 48 on the list, and I'm going to make one more call here for check-ins. This is the last and final call for check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now.
Yeah, okay, self-QB recheck.
All right, go ahead there, Mark.
All right, I'm just talking about, who's running the net in the morning. Nick was going to run it, or Gary, and here he's up late tonight. And, we talk about needing enough sleep, with the driving truck and driving and, anything you do on the road. We are up late, and then we're going to get back around in the morning, thinking about sleep and how many hours that the truck drivers have to stay off, and commercial drivers and that, and thinking about doctors, how long they have a day, and they have to do surgeries and get back to work and get home and driving, and so we have to think about the time on the road, time off the road, and we have to think about the lives that we lost this morning, or yesterday morning, not this morning, but it was yesterday morning. So you have to put prayers out for them. And I think a lot of them trucks are a lot of fiberglass that are in the sleepers, and the whole structure of it is made of fiberglass, the shell, But we have to have prayers for everyone down there in that part of the state. So let's send it back to net. KSFQV.
All right there, Mark. Thank you so much for your recheck. I'm going to pause for time here real quick. That was the last and final call. So on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8SLG, K8QKO, AB8MO, K8QWE, and K8VKA, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the barometer net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday, also here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Board and Breaker net every day at noon Central Time, and that's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KD80PCM returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time and will be clear. 73, y'all.
W8WKY. W8WKY. Repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY.